Hi, happy holidays. Year end is something to look forward to because year end is typically the day of the year that we talk about the best of the best, right? Uh, the year 2024 had been brilliant for me in terms of writing. For reading, admittedly, um, honestly, it's the worst ever since I created this channel in 2021. I can't believe my channel's been that long. But anyway, I don't even want to think of the stats. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I thought for a spin, for a change, I typically talk about my top 10 best books. I've read some really excellent books, okay? And as much as I want to give honor to that, I want to try out something new because 2024 had been a very productive year for me, which I really still found so rewarding. But it's in relation to writing, okay? Um, I've written, I finished my novel. That's the most important thing. And I've also surprisingly written two short stories. And then, how many poems? Four? Four poems. All of those I've submitted on writing groups. Um, I've really been on such a wild hype for writing this year, and I'm incredibly thankful for finally finding time and inspiration for something that I really, really love. So I'm so happy. I don't regret anything. I won't change anything. I'm something. Therefore, for a spin, for a change, to do something refreshing, instead of talking about my typical top 10 best reads, best books of 2024, um, I don't know. I thought of instead picking out starting a new type of, I don't know, habit, a way of paying forward and giving back, sharing my passion in a whole new way. Because I discovered this place that's really, really lovely. And I just really want to participate, I thought I'll pick 10 books on my shelves that I want to get. So I thought I've already had a well spent time having read them so many years ago. Maybe now it's time for them to be read by other people. So it sounds so dramatic, but yes, time to say goodbye to these books. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for everything that I gathered and learned from them. And I really, really hope that whoever gets to pick them would also have a time well spent. I realized that a majority of my earlier read books, these are the books that are really old on my shelf, are my purchases from book sale. And you know what? I love book sale. Book sale had been really, really integral for readers like me who wants to splurge on purchasing books at a time when it's so, so financially hard, So these are books. What I've noticed is that predominantly on book sale, a lot of these books are about American culture. So it kind of not really, I don't want to claim such a familiarity because being there physically present is still different, of course. But reading about their society sort of gave me such valuable insight as to how their dynamics, their relationships, their societies, communities work, operate. um, these are really, really educational in a way, so entertaining and also educational. Suburbs of Heaven by Merle Drown. There's something about this book that actually still shook me. um, The Dog Walker by Leslie Schnur. The cover kind of gave me a different kind of impression, different from what I actually experienced inside the book. Still a good time, Yeah, The Dog Walker by Leslie Schnur. And then Truck by Michael Perry. Admittedly, this I kind of struggled, but I still got through the end, and yeah, I learned a lot about this one. See the cover? Yes. And then uh, Big City Eyes by Delia Ephron. This one is also unforgettable. Kind of really sort of became one of my introductions to literary fiction kind of read. So, and speaking of literary fiction, more critically acclaimed novels. Okay, Breathing Room by Patricia Elam. This one also unforgettable, and This one is really, really much talked about. It got kind of, you know, a certain kind of hype. The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards. It's so talked about during its time. So, yeah. The next three books can be quite controversial picks, to be honest. Um, these are kind of bittersweet because they're from a genre that I kind of have a bit of expectations about. They're up till now still quite trendy, right? But I don't know. Is it because signs of aging that I don't delve so immersed as before? But yeah, I've just read this last year. I'm really so in love with the cover. Frankie by Siobhan Plaza. Um, didn't quite match my high expectations of this book, but you know what? A book will find its perfect reader. Maybe not me, but I hope whoever gets to read this will, enjoy it. Frankie. Anna and the French Kiss. I don't even need to have an introduction. This is really, really popular and trendy, right? Stephanie Perkins really made a name for herself with, I don't know, the series or the kind of books that she comes out with, starting with this one. So it has its audience, and yeah, it's still really nice. Am I like itching or craving to read more of this kind of stories? Admittedly, not as urgent, maybe someday, but I know there will be a number of people who will be interested in picking this up. Enjoy The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Um, you know what? It's really kind of painful because I sort of had really, really high expectations for this one. Um, I love the cover so much. I love the title, and the plot really intrigued me. So Mm, the experience kind of, you know, yeah, I didn't persevere. Let's put it that way, okay? I think it's still a good story. Mm. Books like this really make you think, will I ever come back to a time when stories or tales like this really excite me? You get what I mean? Maybe. We're not closing doors, but for now, I hope the right kind of reader would also get to experience this. Am I saving the best for last? No, absolutely. This one is the most controversial. Yeah. Um, to be honest, this is the one book out of this 10 picks that I haven't really read. Okay. Um, I wanted to establish a rule where I'd only pick books that I have already read at least. But this one is kind of an exception because I, I don't really see myself one day picking this up anymore. So to save space, might as well say goodbye to it now. Um, we see Andrew Seeds of yesterday. If you know, you know. Do I still need to talk about it? Not anymore. Unnecessary, right? We see Andrew's. I hope whoever gets to pick this would utilize trigger warnings. Trigger warnings are important, okay? And I honestly feel sorry to whoever is gonna pick this up, but who knows? And those are the 10 books that I'll be leaving on that special spot at SM Aura. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This is a first for me, so I know I will really, really treasure this moment, this memory. Um, yeah, so much memories for 2024. No matter what, I would always, always remember this year, and I would always hold it close to my heart. 2025, we can never predict. We can never predict what's to come, right? But I love it that we are all still here for books, for storytelling. It's so empowering and so encouraging to know that we are all still here for that. So thank you so much. I hope 2024 had also been kind and wonderful to you. 2025, 2025, powerful 2025 for all of us. Thank you so much. And I'm off to go now. I'm excited. I'm excited. See you later. Yes, that's right. In support of the Metro Manila Film Fest. What a way to really wrap up the year. My family and I watched two movies, and I'm guilty as charged. I'm very, I, I really influenced them to pick the two movies we're gonna support. Of course, the priority will be Green Bones. SB19's Nyebe being the soundtrack. I would always have a weakness, a softness for SB19 songwriting, alright? And Green Bones? Whoa. I may not be able to speak on behalf of every single one in my family, but as for me and my love for storytelling, I'm impressed. I love it. I love it. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Everything about it, you know, I'm gonna admit I'm still bitter that Sig Dulay still isn't appropriately recognized for his direction, but nevertheless, the acting, the cinematography, yes, the screenplay deserves applause. The acting, oh, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Lots of memorable things about Green Bones. Oh my goodness, highly recommend. And then my next pick, the second movie that we watched was Kingdom, The Kingdom. Um, is it because of my affinity for historical fiction? Yes, admittedly, yes. I'm just so blissfully shocked that finally, we're venturing into storytelling that explores what we could have been if we weren't colonized. And you know what? I understand how the public may not be ready yet for that kind of really innovative storytelling. I respect that. I respect the public's apprehension to such impressive venture. But for me, someone who's been craving that kind of storytelling for so long, I I love it that it got recognized, regarded as the second best picture on the MMFF awards. I applaud. I applaud. I agree. It's the second best picture for me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of our country. Come on. Oh my goodness. I may not understand their criteria for everything, and I only watched two movies so far, so of course, who am I to state my opinion, right? But those two movies that I've watched so far, whoa, really worth the price. I'm really close to believing that just as how I felt with last year's MMF entries, this one is also a walang tapon event. In my utter desperation to make sense of Sigdulay not winning Best Director, I tried to take a look at their decision, MMFF's decision to honor a tie for Best Director. You know what message they're sending me? That they picked the director of The Kingdom and the director of My Future You as the winners for Best Director. If I read between the lines, if I overthink, if I become delusional that my opinion matters, here's what I think. To me, it's as if Metromental Film Fest is sending a message, a love letter to both the veteran storytellers and the new ones who, yes, perhaps have so much more room to grow and improve. It's a message to all storytellers that no matter which generation you belong in, from, at, we are acknowledged, we are honored. And that's powerful. Okay. Okay, thank you, MMFF. I'm probably I'm yet to watch I am yet to watch uh my future you I'm yet to watch that movie. It has reaped a couple of awards, which I guess speaks for its excellence. So you know what? If I to the future me who will get to watch that someday, maybe Netflix will acquire it. I don't know if I'll ever have a chance to see it. But you know, I welcome the great problem of being proven wrong. If the storytelling is really superb, yes, I'll choke and swallow my own words if that is the case. So, good job, storytellers. Thank you so much, storytellers. Thank you for valuing the art, the heart of storytelling this seriously. Thank you so much. Much to look forward to for 2025. Happy New Year to all of us who love stories endlessly.